Our student from Gaza has described the situation on ground and how his family is unable to escape amid the rising scarcity of supplies and relentlessness of rocket fire. Listen in.
Well, today marks the 5th consecutive day of Israel's war in Gaza, and with each passing day, the situation worsens. Amidst power outage and internet distribution and more, civilians, including my family in Gaza, are living in fear. They are counting down the moment under the threat of Israeli bombardment. After several attempts, as you know, I successfully contacted my family, and they confirm that their circumstances, Israeli forces have targeting every neighborhood in area, leading people to evacuate their homes, their house, and their office, and their shop, and their livelihood. Hundreds of families have been displaced to other area or looking for United Nations school as a shelter for them. But I mean, my family, they confirmed there is no a single place in Gaza is safe, and there is no any kind of place that could be a shelter for you, as everyone under the target. I mean, my family, they confirmed that our neighborhood, it got bombed by Israeli for several times, and the things is the unique things, or the things that observable, that Israel hit the building more than 3 times after bombing it, and it become a more demolition. I mean, destroyed the building. Israel bombed the same building for many times. I mean, entire the day. So here is everyone in Gaza under the life for the people in Gaza. It's under the risk, and there is under the danger. No one safe, as I said, since the communication and since the power crisis and since the food shortage. Since the food now, the lack in the food. Thank you.
Elijah J. Magnia is a war correspondent and also an analyst, and he's now joining us live from Paris. Elijah, thank you very much for making time for WION World is One, and welcome. Officials in Gaza say the enclave faces humanitarian catastrophe, with a power plant shutting down completely due to the depletion of fuel. Some say it is a clear violation of international humanitarian law. Very quickly, what's your view on this?
Thank you for having me. In fact, the head of the foreign relationship in the EU in Brussels, Joseph Borrell, condemned the Israelis because this is a violation of international law and charter. There is no way any country or any side can block water, electricity, food supply, and fuel on anybody. This is against the international law. Unfortunately, notwithstanding the condemnation of the EU in Brussels, still Israel considers itself unaccountable and can really do very little with this condemnation and the call from the United Nations and from the EU and other countries to lift the siege, allow humanitarian aid to come in, and stop bombing the civilians. So far, there are over 1,200 people killed in Gaza, mostly are civilians, and this indiscriminated bombing should stop, whatever the reason is.
All right, Elijah J. Magnia, war correspondent and analyst. Elijah, thank you for talking to WION World is One today.
Pleasure.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.